I mean, I could just do it this way where it's on me like this. I can just move it a little. Okay, we wasted 1 minute in just setting up the camera and the lights, but good evening, welcome back to In the Khud. This is September 27, 2022, 8:52 p.m. And we're gonna again hope that this recording session stays under the 5-minute constraints.
Bruh.
It won't, but let's hope. Nothing wrong with hoping, right? Woke up at 6:30, looked snowy down. When I came back home, I watched a video by CG Matter where he uses geometry nodes. Of course, now I'm gonna every day sit and watch geometry nodes tutorials and try making something because I'm really kind of loving it. The only problem I faced with this tutorial here is the fact that these points, right, using RGB curves to determine the shape of the vase, I'm just not a fan of it. So maybe you can use something else to do that. Okay, I was looking something very inappropriate, I guess. Is this a, what do you call mush?
Bruh.
No, nut. It's a nut. And that's why I love geometry nodes. I mean, just with one, like once you set this up, like there's so many different things you can do with it. So basically what we've done here is we have, I think, a mesh line. Yeah, starting with the mesh line, we have index, which has the value, that's the resolution of the line, is going into the count. Then that goes into set position. We obviously almost always have set position because every time you go into like edit mode and do something with like regular polygonal modeling, that's achieved through the set position node. So it's the most used node actually. And then subdivision surface, making it smooth, shade smooth. Now for position, we're subtracting a value, and that subtraction is how much we want to like adjust it in the X or Y direction. Nothing conclusive, but yeah, we're getting there. Then small things I've learned: Premiere Pro subtitles don't have an option to turn ligatures off. Basically, sometimes a font has this weird thing where the F letter is going and merging into the L or whatever. There's no way to turn it off in the subtitles. You can turn it off inside preferences if Premiere is on by any chance. It's not. I'll quickly show. 334, not bad. So you basically go into edit, preferences, and graphics. And here you can turn off ligatures, but what this does is it does not apply it to subtitles. That's a completely different thing. It applies this to a regular text which you put as a graphic. So you take the text tool and put something there. So for that particular subtitles where the ligatures is a problem as per the client, you can replace it with the graphic text inside Premiere. That's one small thing learned. And then I cannot believe the fact that again today the entire day went in addressing the feedback. I've lost hope in the fact that it's gonna ever end. They say this is the last round of feedback, but that's been happening since ages now. The major concern I have right now is that tomorrow EOD I need to give the second version of the Tata video, which I've just made like a rough cut off. Majority of the day today was spent in I don't know if I can show these slates, making sure these slates are in a position where I can rig them using Duik and stuff like those. One problem I was encountering just before recording this is how do I make a walk cycle from behind. So I did get a reference for a walk cycle from behind. Turns out I don't think you can do it with Duik. Maybe you can do it with what's called rubber hose or limber, when you can adjust the end of the thing, but that's again vector, and the style here is kind of like cartoony this. So initially I was trying to use my tablet and draw the poses and try to trace it, but I'm super bad at it.
Bruh.
So I just thought that this is what the designer has given me, right? I broke this apart and then I built these poses. So this is contact, here the legs have interchanged, and this is passing and passing. So contact, passing, and I'm just gonna do a frame by frame animation because that's the best easiest way out here. I think there might be a way you can do it. Okay, here I think this line of the t-shirt has to flip to symbolize that it's the other side now. Okay, we'll check that. Yeah, something. Okay, this guy is not even wearing a t-shirt, so but maybe I can figure it visually how it looks. But yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to document. So the light, right, I've currently kept it pointing that way, and that just makes sure that I don't like want all the light to come on me and become like a spotlight thing. So just like keeping it nice and subtle. And I also ordered from Amazon one LED light thing which you just plug into the AC, the switchboard, and it lights up. So I'm planning that how do I show it? Casey does something like this. So around here on the wall I'm trying to, but it's kind of a destructive process because if it doesn't work then there'll be a switchboard at that part of the wall, and then my clean background will not be the case anymore. But I think it's a risk worth taking, because if that light thing works out then we can have like a subtle light in the background which will obviously be out of focus, so that will give like a nice depth of field as well. I'm hoping it does. Anyway, that's pretty much all. One thing I want to mention is almost fell in love today with this beautiful song called Nasha equals Sessions. You can see it, but I've liked it on my YouTube music. That's it for today's documentation. Thanks so much for being in the khud. I'll catch you tomorrow. Peace.